I'm about to get very personal today because I want to talk to you about 2021. But before I do that, I actually want to discuss 2020. We all know it was a very challenging year for a lot of us throughout the globe. For me in particular, it was the year that I actually had to learn to walk through fire. It was full of challenges, but also a lot of growth. And I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I have to challenge myself, to grow, to become a different person, to actually get closer to my authentic self. And then 2020 came, and obviously, because I was at such a low state, I had a lot of hopes. And I tend to believe that that's what happened to us whenever we experience challenges. Our hopes just keep growing and growing and growing. And that's what they did for me. But if I have to name 2021, I have to say very candidly that it will have to be called the year of disappointments. 2021 didn't turn out for me to be an easy year either. And maybe it's because I put my expectations too high, or maybe it's because that's where my lessons were. I'm fine. However, I have to say that I've been growing a lot through these challenges as well. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I heard from many of you that this year hasn't been that much easier either. So I want to share a little bit of my experience and where I am and what I've been growing from through all of this. The first thing that I've realized is that whenever we have a loss of expectation, we put our bar high and then things don't work out. It can be a relationship, a job, a project, anything, any goal that we set ourselves for ourselves. Whenever that expectation isn't fulfilled, we have to go through a process of grief. It doesn't matter the reason, if it was that our bar was too high or it's because we were blindsided and we didn't see that things weren't as we thought they were. But whenever we go through that, we actually need to grieve the process and understand that, yes, maybe there was a reason why things didn't turn out as we thought they were going to do, but we need to go through all the grieving process and understand that this is where we are and we need to let it go. But after that, or at the same time, because sometimes they overlap, we need to start rebuilding ourselves. And sometimes when a lot of disappointments come together, it's really, really hard to pick ourselves up. However, I have found that if I'm going through that process, the one thing I need to concentrate on, it's hope. I found that when I have lost my hope that things are going to turn out better, that's when I'm actually really, really lost. And sometimes it's very difficult to pick ourselves up from a very thin thread of hope. But sometimes if we only have little energy left, that's the one place that we need to start. So I'm here sharing what my 2020 has been like, in case it resonates with you, because I have given myself permission to grieve whatever loss of expectation I have. It doesn't mean that I have it under control. It doesn't mean that sometimes it doesn't get me sad. But I'm making a commitment with myself to try to keep that hope alive, that even when things didn't work out in the past, that's not a projection of what things are going to be in the future. So if you are there, as I am, or if you are anywhere in the future, I encourage you to keep your eyes open and your heart open and keep connecting to yourself. And don't think that whenever there's disappointment, it will be disappointment in every other aspects of your life. Sometimes things want to come together to teach us a lessons, and that's where I am. But I think we can do this. So Hopefully 2022, it's better for you, it's better for me, it's better for the rest of the world. But regardless of what it brings, I know we have the tools to get through it and grow, as long as we keep that thin thread of hope. So that is my hope for you. Thank you. Have a wonderful 2022.